news now out of Washington, D.C.
With 6 answering present, the resolution adopted. Without objection, the motion to consider is laid on the table. House will be in order.
All right, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy there not long ago. House Democrats, you may have heard them, they're chanting shame as their Republican colleagues vote to censure Burbank Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff. Schiff's Democratic colleagues gather around him in support after the vote. The censure addresses comments Schiff made years ago about collusion between Donald Trump's presidential campaign and Russia. Republicans removed a provision that could have fined Schiff $16 million if the House Ethics Committee determined he lied. Schiff says he will wear the censure as a, quote, badge of honor.
All right, so today everybody's favorite lying, bobble-headed, bug-eyed politician is back in the news as the DOJ makes criminal referral for nothing other than mortgage fraud. This seems to be a problem in the Democrat Party. We had Big Tish James not that long ago getting pulled on the hook for mortgage fraud issues herself, and now it looks like Adam Schiff has a long history of the same crime, similar crime. Isn't it funny that this is the similar or same crime that these same politicians tried to hang Donald Trump on several years ago? It's funny how the tables have turned. But let's see. I have this. It's a True Social post from Donald Trump. Let's see what he has to say. I have always suspected Shifty Adam Schiff was a scam artist, and now I learned that Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Division have concluded that Adam Schiff has engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud. Fannie Mae's Financial Crime Division. So apparently they're the ones who referred this to the DOJ. I'm assuming. I don't know. I have an article on it. We're going to get to it in a minute, and we'll find out more there. So Adam Schiff said his primary residence was in Maryland to get a cheaper mortgage and rip off America when he must live in California because he was a congressman from California. This is the same crime that Big Tish James was charged with, right? Or she's under investigation for. I always knew Adam Schiff was a crook. I think it is pretty obvious to everyone. Was it like 300 times he lied in the Russia collusion case, and still claims that he has evidence that he's not been able to bring forth or no one else has seen yet. So that's Adam Schiff for you. The fraud began with the refinance of his Maryland property on February 6, 2009, and continued through multiple transactions until the Maryland property was correctly designated as a second home on October 13, 2020. That's a lot of years of fraud right there. Mortgage fraud is very serious, and crooked Adam Schiff, now a senator, needs to be brought to justice. So, here's a picture. Lock him up. Yeah, right. Let's do that. Most dishonest man alive. The thing is, this isn't a photoshopped image of him. This is actually Adam Schiff and his bobble-headed bug eyes. Anyways, let's check out this article from New York Post. Trump says scam artist Adam Schiff must be brought to justice for mortgage fraud after Department of Justice criminal referral. President Trump on Tuesday called for California Democrat Senator Adam Schiff to be brought to justice for alleged mortgage fraud after a federal housing agency sent a criminal referral to the Justice Department regarding Schiff's ownership of a Maryland home. How did he become a senator? I would like Californians to let me know in the comments. How do you guys vote for? I just don't get it. I have always suspected Shifty Adam Schiff was a scam artist, and now I learn that Fannie Mae's Financial Crimes Division have concluded that Adam Schiff has engaged in a sustained pattern of possible mortgage fraud, Trump wrote on True Social. Adam Schiff said that his primary residence was in Maryland to get a cheaper mortgage and rip off. Okay, so this is what was in the True Social post. We've already read that. So Trump added mortgage fraud is a very serious and crooked Adam Schiff, now a senator. I don't understand that. Again, I don't understand how Californians vote this guy into office, but I don't understand how they vote most of their elected officials into office. Gavin Newsom, that's another one I might get to later. Boy, how does anyone not get the cringe distrust in their gut just listening to that guy. A senior administration official told the Post that the Federal Housing Finance Agency, which oversees Fannie Mae, has sent a criminal referral to the Justice Department requesting further investigation. Good. It is extremely serious, and Schiff is not taking it seriously, said the official, who said the senator could face criminal count for each time he paid his monthly mortgage. Well, yeah, he's not going to take it seriously because none of these politicians do, because they're never held to account. None of them are ever held to account. They don't take anything seriously because they have the connections, they have the money, and they have the clout to throw around and avoid prosecution, avoid any consequences of their actions. Schiff is a former House Intelligence Committee chair whose claims about Trump ties to Russia enraged Republicans and led to his censure. He also served as chief manager in Trump's 2020 Senate impeachment trial for pressuring Ukraine to investigate alleged Biden family corruption. Schiff denied wrongdoing in messages posted Tuesday to X. Well, apparently X is the place that everyone takes out their legal defense these days. I don't know. Since I led his first impeachment, Trump has repeatedly called for me to be arrested for treason. So in a way, I guess this is a bit of a letdown, and this baseless attempt at political retribution won't stop me from holding him accountable, not by a long shot. Accountable for what? The Russian collusion that, like you said, Schiff still claims he has evidence of, but is somehow over, what are we now, 8-9 years away from that, and he's still been unable to produce one shred of that evidence. This is just Donald Trump's latest attempt at political retaliation against his perceived enemies, so it is not a surprise only how weak this false allegation turns out to be. And much as Trump may hope, this smear will not distract from his Epstein files problems. I don't know if you saw today, but Democrats, I think it was Rokana, one of the Democrat House reps, put forth a bill and requesting the release of all of the Epstein files, every Epstein file. Now, don't ask me why they would do that after we were just told a few days ago that in those files are 10,000 hours of Kitty. Why would they want to release that to the public? Why would Democrats push to release that to the public? But anyways, that's a different story. A spokesperson for Schiff added that the lenders who provided the mortgages for both homes were well aware of then Representative Schiff's congressional service and of his intended year-round use of both homes, neither of which were vacation homes. The California Democrats' mortgage issue was first publicly reported in 2023 by CNN. The Federal Housing Finance Agency, led by Director Bill Pulte, declined to comment. Pulte in April referred New York State Attorney General Letitia James, another Trump adversary who last won a $364 million civil fraud judgment against him, to the Justice Department over alleged mortgage fraud connecting to properties in Brooklyn and Virginia. The hypocrisy, right? The irony of bringing Trump up on charges that, I don't know, that we'll see. I think those are going to end up dropped ultimately once his presidency's over, but for them to participate in the similar crimes that they accused others of, people in glass houses and such things like that. Trump called James a total crook during an Oval Office event in May featuring Attorney General Pam Bondi, and 2 days later, the Albany Times-Union reported that FBI had launched a formal probe. James has denied the allegations and said they are politically motivated. Well, we'll see. I don't think it's politically motivated. I think it sure didn't help avoid exposure of her crimes, and also with Adam Schiff to have pursued the route that they've pursued against Donald Trump. That certainly wasn't beneficial to them, knowing that they were committing fraud of their own. So anyways, that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, leave me a like. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please consider subscribing. I'll catch you next time. Thanks.